everything we know about Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. Why will it be the biggest epic ever? Welcome to another interesting episode of Marvelous Videos. This one is especially for the Christopher Nolan fans around the world. It's been a while since Oppenheimer won the Oscar awards in categories surpassing one. Ever since then, the fans of Nolan have been eagerly waiting for the next masterpiece by the master filmmaker. It leaves us with no doubt that his adaptation of Homer's timeless epic, The Odyssey, will be one of Nolan's biggest projects. In this video, we'll speak about the movie that the world is waiting to watch. Let's begin. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. When is The Odyssey set to release? When it's a Christopher Nolan film, you expect the unexpected. With a teaser surfacing, the release date of Odyssey can't be far. With filming kicking off in 2025, The Odyssey is scheduled for a theatrical release on July 17, 2026. It's no secret that Christopher Nolan's movies have enjoyed a blast at the box office during the summer. Looking back, Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, and Dunkirk are a few of the examples. So, it's after 3 years of Oppenheimer that the master director returns to call his shots. Filming of the movie is in full swing. It's no wonder that fans are elated and can't keep calm following the recent release of the teaser. With not even a year to go for the cinematic representation of Odyssey, all we can do is wait. But not like 10 years, as Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, who took 10 years to return home from the Trojan War, but just about a year. When did Nolan announce The Odyssey? On December 23, 2024, immediately after Oppenheimer swept the Academy Awards, sealing its place in the history of world cinema, the official announcement of The Odyssey was made. This served as a holiday gift for Nolan fans worldwide. The audience was taken by a lovely surprise after learning that his next film will be an adaptation of none other than the famous epic of Homer, The Odyssey. After a splendid win at the Oscars, there remains no doubt that if there's a man who can bring the legendary timeless epic to life, there's no better name than Christopher Nolan. The Odyssey will be the second collaboration between Christopher Nolan and Universal Pictures, following the release of Oppenheimer. Is there a trailer for the film? Yes, Universal has dropped the first teaser trailer of The Odyssey. Although it's only airing in theaters, Universal had tied the trailer to Jurassic Park Rebirth. The trailer has already leaked online. As it was a teaser trailer, there wasn't much more than glimpses of the main cast. Where is the film being shot? It's true that some of the locations mentioned in the Greek epic are mythical. We should also remember that Christopher Nolan is no ordinary director. He's a legend for a reason, and he proves this by the locations of filming his most awaited film. He chooses to go deep down and tries to provide the audience with the most spectacular visual experience. This time, with The Odyssey, Nolan is staying true to the source material. Part of the movie will be filmed in Sicily. According to scholars, Sicily was a location where Odysseus is said to have wandered. There are specific locations, including the volcanic Aeolian Islands and Favignana. The latter is also sometimes referred to as Goat Island. This island is a beautiful place in the Aegean archipelago, situated off Sicily's northwest coast. But that's not all. An epic movie can't just offer cinematic visuals from one corner of the world. There's more in store. The shooting locations also include Morocco and the United Kingdom. With such interesting locations to its credit, we can only hope that the filmmaker will give us a spectacular cinematic experience. Despite Greece being the primary setting where the Odyssey was set, such as Ithaca and some other islands around the Aegean Sea, there's no assurance that Greece is part of the shooting locations. What's the plot of the movie? It's evident from the name of the movie, The Odyssey is a cinematic representation of the famous Greek epic, The Odyssey. The film has been described as a mythic action epic. In recent times, the word Odyssey has become synonymous with a difficult and time-consuming journey. This signifies how Homer's tale has endured and remains relevant centuries after it was written. We're all acquainted with the names of the Iliad and the Odyssey. But do you know what happened in that epic originally when it was written? The story of the Odyssey revolves around Odysseus, a brave soldier and the king of Ithaca. He went to partake in the Trojan War. He's not been able to return home to his wife Penelope for a whole decade. Penelope and Telemachus, the 20-year-old son of Odysseus and Penelope, remain in Ithaca waiting for him. While Odysseus is at war, several suitors pay a visit to Penelope with the hopes of marrying her. They thought that Odysseus had died in the sea as a result of offending the god of the ocean, Poseidon. To simply state that Odysseus' journey back home was not an easy one is nothing but an understatement, apart from being held up by Calypso on an island for a span exceeding 7 years as she falls deeply in love with Odysseus. He and his troop are misguided by lotus eaters, who take them off their mission, surrounded by sirens, and trapped in a cave by Polyphemus, the one-eyed giant. That's not all. Odysseus also gets played upon by Circe, the witch goddess. He also had to fight against the six-headed monster Scylla. After a series of battles, Odysseus returns to Ithaca. He approaches his wife Penelope, but this time in the guise of a beggar. Penelope throws a challenge to her probable suitors and gives them the task of shooting her husband's bow and arrow. Only Odysseus is able to fulfill the challenge, and the couple finally reunite happily, not to leave out the contribution of Telemachus, who murdered some of the suitors while fighting alongside his father. So for viewers, it's going to be a hell of a journey with our Greek hero Odysseus. Who are the actors involved in this movie? With a massive project on the charts, the casting of the Odyssey has caught the attention of movie buffs. Expect to see Matt Damon enacting the role of Odysseus, the central character of the epic poem. Interestingly, the actor has previously worked with Nolan twice in movies such as Interstellar and the award-winning Oppenheimer. He played the role of Lieutenant Leslie Groves in the movie Oppenheimer. In addition to this, the movie also has names such as Robert Pattinson, who will collaborate with Nolan for the second time after appearing in Tenet, and Anne Hathaway, a longtime Nolan friend and confidant, is also set to co-star. She will reunite with the master director after her stint at The Dark Knight Rises and Interstellar. Spider-Man fame Tom Holland will be seen as Telemachus, along with Zendaya. Holland and Zendaya will work together for the first time in a non-MCU project. Other talented names on the list include Mia Goth, Lupita Nyong'o, and Charlize Theron. Himesh Patel returns in the Nolan star list after Tenet. Also joining the list is Bill Irwin, so we can expect a blockbuster in the coming year. With such an interesting star cast, we're sure fans are as excited as we are. It's just a matter of time, and we'll be in for the show of a lifetime with the release of Odyssey. Marvelous verdict. Well, with that, we'll call it a day with this discussion. For now, that's all we know about the much-awaited Nolan movie, Odyssey. It's still early to have an in-depth discussion. The film has much to be curious about, especially when it's a Christopher Nolan venture. So, literature and history freaks, what do you expect from a movie this huge? Let us wait for the show to begin. Till then, revise your knowledge of Greek epics, and we'll see you in another interesting video. Bye! If you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.